Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Liv's Thoughts.
What you're supposed to. Yeah.
This is my microphone right now. I don't know what's going on. My phone just decided to do this. So I hope that this is just temporary. Fingers crossed, because this is my microphone and I love this as my microphone. Today we're going to be talking about how perfectionism is actually a form of self-sabotage. Trying to make things perfect before you put them out to be judged by the world is always going to be a form of self-sabotage. Making things, it's kind of like this all-in mindset. If I'm gonna do it, I have to do it perfectly. If I'm gonna do it halfway, might as well not do it. Theo also says hi. This is something that I struggle with personally. I didn't realize I was a perfectionist until not recently, probably in the last year though. I figured out I was a perfectionist. I didn't realize I had a lot of tendencies of perfectionism, but I've never been perfect at anything. So I was like, there's no way that's true. Absolutely no way that's true. Can't be, because I always fail at things. Surprise, when you're constantly failing at things because you have the mindset of, I have to do it correctly, I have to do it perfectly, or else it's not gonna be enough, good, correct. You live in such a toxic kind of mindset in your brain. Having a goal, having an input and an output. The input is, if I do this, this will be my outcome. And the output is so correct and set in stone. And when we set things in stone so hard and leave nothing up to like interpretation or imagination or the what ifs, and I want to lose this much weight. If I don't lose this much weight, I'm a failure. When we think this way, even if we have made progress, we're always just going to be a failure because we didn't make enough progress. We didn't do enough correctly. And getting out of a perfectionist mindset and getting out of, if it's not going to be perfect, why do it? You have to understand that if it's not going to be perfect, but it's still good enough. Nothing ever has to be perfect. This is how we become very well-rounded people. Jack of all trades instead of we're masters of none, jack of all trades. That's how I want to be personally. I'm trying to live my life more of, I don't have to be the best, especially fitness, for example. I have always really struggled with, now what's happening? Bruh. Shout out my phone. Maybe it's recording though. And it's just recording everything. Now it's just loading my screen. Anyways, in fitness, personally, I have really struggled with not being the strongest, Wow, speaking of perfectionism, and all of my technology literally dies on me. My phone just died. So we're gonna finish the video over here. Anyways, I could choose to re-record this video 7 more times probably before I put it out. I've talked about this before, about how I feel like it's necessary for my videos because they are not planned, because they are spur of the moment type of videos. They have to be perfect with the things that I am trying to articulate. But at the end of the day, if what I'm saying can resonate with you and you can take that thought and take it and think about it and ponder it yourself and come up with your own version of something that I maybe have said, that is the purpose of what I'm trying to do. When I think about my YouTube, I have a really hard time with this perfectionist mindset because I want to be successful with this, and I know I'm not putting as much effort as I should be putting into these things. I need an end title for my videos that I never have made. I need an intro, I need a bio, I need all this stuff that I don't have, but that maybe this is me working towards fixing my perfectionist mindset, because now I feel able to just post a video and post it and have it be up and out and not worrying about editing and not worrying about anything because I'm proud of the way I articulated myself in that moment. And again, back to the whole gym stuff. I have a hard time when I'm not the fittest, when I'm not the strongest girl in the gym, when I don't look good. There's a lot of things that I think about constantly that no one else is worried about except for me. And I think that that's one thing with perfectionism a lot of the time, is half the time people don't even recognize what you're trying to put out. People don't recognize that what you just did was not a good thing in your head, or you look fat in this outfit. This video wasn't edited to perfection. This writing I did wasn't correctly, there wasn't proper grammar in one sentence. Things like that, and things that can always be fixed and changed. And don't, like, we need to stop putting so much emphasis on the outcome. Focus on the journey to get there rather than the outcome of it, because the outcome is never ever gonna look the way you want it to look. Like, I promise you, and again, from doing this enough times of setting a goal for myself and reaching that goal, the goal always changes. The goal is a variation of the goal I started with. So my vision boards, my everything, I've achieved damn near everything on my vision board that I had made last year. Is the achieving of it the same as, exact same as the board? No, it's not. But it is a variation of it. And I think that when we allow ourselves to not be so fixed on the outcome and have more of a detachment mindset when it comes to the outcome of things and getting out of this perfectionist mindset, it makes your life just like, it takes a big weight off of your shoulders. Things are never gonna go exactly how they are to plan, ever. I don't think that that is things perfectly working out for us. You can see Theo is here next to me again. But if you can come up with an outcome and be okay and detached from, if it doesn't go exactly according to plan, it's gonna be okay with everything in your life, you're gonna be so much better off. You're gonna eliminate so much stress and anxiety from your everyday thought. And I think that that's the goal with creating and doing things, is to come up with it and detach yourself from the outcome. Detachment. And detachment doesn't mean not caring about how it goes. You're allowed to have feelings towards it, but it's also okay if it doesn't go as planned. You're allowed to be sad, you're allowed to be upset, but you've detached yourself from this ruining your life. You've detached yourself from this ruining your entire day. I used to do that so often, is I would have such an expectation, and especially expectations on other people. And when those expectations were not exceeded, like genuinely beyond the bar, I would get really, really upset and take that as a personal attack. And if you're constantly worried about things never working out, you're gonna do nothing. You're gonna get nowhere. Perfectionism creates people who never become well-rounded, because you're so hyper fixated on things working out. If they don't work out, you move on. That's the end of the story. But if you never try, there's no chance of it ever working out. So how do you know? Perfectionism is really scary, and it's also such a hidden kind of thing, because we see people trying their hardest and wanting to produce the best effort and best work out there as someone being a try-hard, where at the end of the day, most people are just self-sabotaging because they're scared it's not going to be perfect. What's the point in doing anything if it's not perfect? Becoming a well-rounded individual, becoming a person with a lot of hobbies. There's so many things out there that are worth it, even if it's just good, not perfect. I've definitely struggled with this a lot in my life, and I didn't realize I was a perfectionist until recently. And it's kind of made me rethink a lot of the things I do, the way I present myself to the world, the way I present myself online. And I can promise you that being a perfectionist is draining. It's draining as fuck. It's annoying, and it's not fun to not get your way and do the things you want to do, and spend most of the time worrying about what other people will think of it rather than what you think of it. Anyways, peace, love, and happiness. My phone's fucking broken. That's awesome. I will talk to you guys later, and have a wonderful day. Bye.